The New York Jets just absolutely stole T'Vondre Sweat. Now, yes, they gave up Jermaine Johnson, someone who is familiar with the system of Robert Saleh, and he's heading over to Tennessee. Now, T'Vondre Sweat is a really good player, and because the Titans already had Jeffrey Simmons, they decided they need more help off the edge. But that doesn't mean that T'Vondre Sweat wasn't an absolute demon of a player. He is. This man is different. This man is going to drastically improve the interior of the line for the New York Jets, man. Now that Quinnen Williams is gone, he's in Dallas. T'Vondre Sweat steps in, and he is the future of that line. I mean, for real, this guy's amazing. Take a look at this play. Gets a one-on-one with Jared Wilson here as the center tries to slide and protect over to the other side of the offensive line. You're going to see him help with the other arm, look over in this direction, but ultimately, poor Jared Wilson just gets demoralized there by T'Vondre Sweat. Gets right through that A-gap with ease, right? It's quick, it's subtle, and boom, right when Drake May turns around, he's already facing pressure, and you get a sack there for T'Vondre Sweat. So, first thing you want to notice, before we break down a bunch of film, this was the fifth, and again, I don't use PFF like fully, take everything with a grain of salt, please. But according to them, he was ranked as the fifth best interior defensive lineman in the NFL. Top 5. You don't just get that off the street. And again, Jermaine Johnson, I like him. Coming off a couple of rough years compared to what he did in 2023, where he was amazing. But this guy also ranked top 4 in run defense grade, right? Now, I'm going to show you also 19th in pass rush grade. So he can do everything. He can literally do everything. Let me show you why this is important for the Jets. Now, here are some stats from the Jets last season. There's two things that really stand out to me. Last season, the Jets allowed 4.4 yards per carry, which ranked 23rd in the NFL. They ranked 29th in rush yards allowed per game and 27th in rushing touchdowns allowed per game. But obviously, the other big number here is they ranked 29th, almost dead last when it came to sack percentage. And they also had 0 interceptions. 0 interceptions in a season. That is unbelievable, but a lot of that stems on being able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they just weren't able to do it last season, right? If you force pressure, you can force a bad throw, a bad decision, maybe a sack, maybe a forced fumble, maybe an interception, right? When you don't get pressure, you're not going to succeed as a defense, and when you can't stop the run either, you are just terrible, right? They ranked 31st, almost dead last in points allowed per game, and that all comes back to T'Vondre Sweat, where he is able to get pressure. I mean, he had 18 pressures last season, ranked top 20 in pass rush, top 5 in run defense, and top 5 overall. This man is different. He will be a good player for them, okay? So I want you to leave a letter grade down below of what you think this trade is for the Jets. Hit the like button. Let's see if we can get over 500 likes. And also make sure you're subscribed. It's free. But with that being said, let's break down a couple more plays of film. I actually really like this play here from T'Vondre Sweat because it showcases his ability to kind of play as a lane integrity guy. And what that means is basically when you're rushing 4 guys, there are lanes that open up for the quarterback to scramble. And when you have a guy like Daniel Jones here who likes to utilize his legs, right, you got to be able to play that. So right here, they're going to utilize a little bit of a TT, a tackle stunt, where essentially these guys are just going to swap. You're going to engage contact here with the center. As that happens, our other guy is going to reach the inside shoulder. We're going to try to loop around. Because it doesn't work, we're going to switch to a lane integrity, right? So boom, we switch around. Now right here, our job, because we know our guys are both rushing the outside shoulders, you have 2 lanes opening up here for the quarterback to scramble. So point A and point B, both of our guys here need to be playing with lane integrity. We need to understand if we rush to the inside shoulder, guess what? He is taking off and he is going. Maybe this guy blocks here and it's a touchdown, right? Who knows? Right? So ultimately, we play. Notice how he's not rushing anymore. He's just keeping his eyes on the quarterback, keeping him in the pocket, and making sure he's not going to scramble. And once he does, we're there. Look at the pursuit speed. Okay, he's a big boy. Okay, I don't expect him to keep up with Daniel Jones, but he does. He does a great job, gets him out of bounds, and they get a sack for that. So that is just effort. That is pure effort. And the Jets need someone like that, man. I think this is a big pickup. I don't think I need a breakdown anymore. I think the stats, I think what he has showcased as an interior defensive lineman showcase enough of his ability. Yeah, losing a guy like Jermaine Johnson might hurt a little bit. But you have Will McDonald. Let's actually go look at the Jets roster as it's currently set. So, yeah, you lose Jermaine Johnson. Right? You drafted a 4th rounder in Michael Clemens. Right? He's a free agent. And that was 2022. So actually, forget that. Braden McGregor. I mean, you got guys here, none of them proven. So I'm guessing that they're going to go and make a move. They're probably going to sign or draft an edge rusher. Will McDonald, Devondre Sweat, Harrison Phillips, and then you're probably going to draft someone. Unless you have a lot of faith in one of these other guys. I have no idea if they do. We'll end up seeing, but I do like him on the interior. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. If you guys want a chance to over 1,000 extra money, you have to check out Sleeper today. And I'm going to give you my picks for tonight's game. Before we do so, take a look at this right here. You're going to see a 100% match deposit up to $100 if you use code DUBS, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use right away. This is what I'm putting in for tonight. Make sure you use my promo code. Link will be in the description. But I'm doing Stafford higher than 200 passing yards, Devontae 1 touchdown, JSN 1 touchdown, and Kyren Williams 40 plus rushing yards. Let me know what you guys think. Again, promo code will be in the link in the description. Sign up, use my code, get that match deposit. But let's keep going. Now, one last thing. They also added team picks, which is so cool. You can take a team to beat a team on any given night. You can put some money on an MVP winner, whoever you like. The options are endless. Wemby, Cade, Jaylen Brown, who I like personally, KD, Maxey, Anthony Edwards. I mean, there's so many things that you can look at here. So definitely a new option. I love it. Go check it out if you haven't already done so. Let's get back to the video.